Night of the Blood Monster, directed by Jesus Franco. Oh wow, I love making a scene that actually looks consensual. I'm starting out with high hopes already. A long, boring scene of a over 10-minute speech. How do we keep the audience engaged? We stretch a woman out like Gumby. They burn a woman at the stake because they think she's a witch. Why? Because she made a different expression that wasn't days. I guess that did happen during these times. She tells her she sees torture in her future, and the acting here is pretty good, but this doesn't give me hope for the rest of the film. I just hope that they fight back. We see the beautiful world that this man is going to destroy because that side doesn't listen to King James. Do we think we care about the history part of this story? What do you think we are in? Social studies class? A actual sweet consensual lovemaking scene? That's so rare for these films. And he wants to marry her? Could it be that Jesus Franco actually directed a film with a sweet romance plot? Of course, there's a sexual harassment scene in this film. Oh, wait, she's actually able to defend herself and push him into the fire? Yes, he deserves it. Finally, that happens in one of these films. So we see him with actually a very realistic burnt makeup. And the woman is actually able to push the elk horn off of her neck. But most of the rest of the movie is women being tortured and men talking about some history stuff that's too boring to pay attention to. A lesbian scene, because I guess that's what women are forced to do when they're in the dungeon with no men. Ah, yes, give that dirty woman a bath after she licks a woman's ass for 7 minutes. The woman is not held down by anything. Why is she not fighting back against this torturer? Because this movie is sick, and they want her to look dazed and confused. She holds a knife up to the man. Does that work? No, it doesn't. She doesn't defend herself because men are stronger. Isn't it hot? No, it's not. I want to see these women defend themselves against some men. Yes, the torturer gets hanged at the end. Punishment. Finally, this movie actually has an ending where a man gets payback for torturing a woman. Another man just gets shocked. I guess that counts as payback, but it's to be a lot more brutal considering what they did. So that's Night of the Blood Monster. Even though this film isn't as bad as The Blood of Fu Manchu, it's still way hard to get through. But the torturing does have a point, since the man does eventually get killed, and the women are able to fight back in at least some of the harassment scenes. But that still doesn't make this movie great, and I can't fully recommend it because of all the torture scenes that are supposed to be arousing during this film, and that is very sick. But at least they were able to fight back, and the man did die at the end. This movie, I guess you can watch it if you want, but it is a very disturbing film by. Oh, and also the dialogue was better written in The Blood of Fu Manchu by. You can watch this movie if you think you can get through it.